Hello, 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 welcome. Hello, friend, and welcome back to another day of Kingdom Come Deliverance. Yes, sirree, Kingdom Come Deliverance. I have returned. I have bashed myself against the wall, and the wall have finally cracked. Yes. Alrighty, what was I doing? I think after this mission, mission, I will go and do a pertinent crusade and see how that turned out. Maybe we have never actually done a pertinent crusade before. Was it pertinent journey? I don't know how it worked. Let's see how bad it is gonna be for me. I don't want to waste my money because of the arbitrary stupidity that the game forced on me. Anyway, what can you do?
Look at this criminal! He himself may...
Yep,
Franta Cooldown sent me.
yep, I have returned
I'm
to
to
this
stand in
apartment.
for him at the council assembly.
I have redo the
Franta's not
entire
coming.
rescue of hands.
What's wrong with him?
Alrighty, he's drunk.
He got as drunk as a lord. Totally pie-faced. Then he fell into a ditch, and now he's staggering around the streets, God knows where.
I might have expected. Once, he turned up with a hangover, and as soon as he smelt wine, he threw up all over the chapel door.
Oh,
I told
unfortunate.
him if that ever happened again, he was for the boot. Oh, well, you'll have to take his place for today. I've no time to find someone else. We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on.
Hey!
So, let's have a look at you. Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. There is.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You know a good waiter by his properly seated cap, and you don't have one at all. Without a tunic, you're no royal. And have you forgotten your hoe? You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other You don't want to be dragging a load if you're... The royal waiter's livery has strict rules.
Alrighty. Alright, the royal waiter hat. The royal waiter coat. And am I in any kind of combat gear? Royal waiter hose. I should probably take this off. Yeah, good enough.
Here I am.
Let's have a look at you then. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. You can put your steel aside in front. You don't want to be dragging everything as it. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
I'll be happy to learn.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokaib or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end.
Oh.
We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarzhit stays dry.
Adam
And if
dry?
the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
Stay in the
To
background?
stay in the background and keep quiet until someone asks me something.
Correct. The councillors have a lot to discuss, and they certainly don't need any interruptions. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you.
All right, someone in
Understood?
that assembly will want poison. Alrighty.
Absolutely. I'm a waiter, after all. Not some street gossip monger.
I see what you
Correct.
did there, Henry.
And if you manage not to botch it up, you can even rise on the social ladder. Not just anyone can serve the King of Hungary, but you'll manage it. Right?
Sure. I know.
I know everything I need to.
Adam,
I can do it.
Excellent.
Adam dry.
Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a...
All right, Adam is dry and red or white, but Adam is dry. Always. Look
There
at
are the
wine.
pictures of wine. Hopefully I won't splash anyone's shoes.
Waffenarsenal is a joke, and on top of that, the army was requisitioning from it. Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are you getting at,
A cup
Eldris?
of red.
I'm
And don't
saying
you
that
skip
the
on me.
bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing.
Which one you want?
that
apologise, sir.
Hackenbücher.
Which wine?
Monastery
Hand
red.
cannon. Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got
Red.
them. Since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich?
Which one?
All I'm saying is that they had
Sir?
them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws
Thank
have
you.
better weapons than the city
Go,
garrison.
go.
And Herr König surely knows this
I don't know
too.
how I am gonna app this up.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell
Careful.
is that your stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten
I
this
fancy
is.
some Tokai.
The Dry Devil is running
I apologize,
free.
sir.
There are Raubritter
Which one?
everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down and you
right,
want to
Adam.
defend yourselves with a few rusty
Sir,
helpers.
sir.
And who is it you want to fight? Exactly.
No.
The merciful
No.
King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
I'll be right back.
Der König and his army
with the wine.
will not be here.
No
forever.
wine for you.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment. What if he heard you?
No wine for you.
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed
I-
to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris.
Give him-
But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
We can
Hey,
always
where's my
confiscate
white?
the property of the king's enemies. Nicht wahr?
We don't.
We are more
I am
than
forbidden.
familiar with the Yemen
I am forbidden?
state
Sorry,
of our
sir.
armory. And the
Orders
king
from above.
surely aware This of is it as well.
unbelievable.
Maybe if he waived some of the
Nope.
taxes.
I am innocent in all things.
Against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
Refill,
We
boy.
can always ask the king to bring
I
order
apologise,
to the
sir.
realm with his army.
Which wine?
But then the
Tokai,
Dörfler
that's the
will
white.
rise up.
I'm afraid I see no
do.
solution of the current situation. We
wait.
shall wait and see what His Majesty
Take
thinks
the
about
white.
the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht.
Good, sir.
Wine, yay!
Well, thank the Lord.
I'd like to report to the Honourable Council
Nothing
on the
is
cleanliness
bad.
of the city and the state of the public
Everything
baths.
is fine, I think.
Hey, waiter, pour me some monastery wine.
Again. Forbidden.
That's not a good idea,
So
sir.
the
This is
cleanliness of the
unbelievable.
city is not
Continue.
what
Peter
it
is
should be.
dry.
At the current baths in the city, fall far
no.
short
Is everything all right?
of covering all
No.
citizens' needs.
But there's nothing
Right,
you can
Your
do
Honor.
about it.
Oh.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Where can I find the goblet?
Where can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right back with it.
All
You can get
right.
leeches there for free as well. And while he's
Where?
there, a
Which one
man
is your
can
study?
shave and
This is
take
the-
a, you know
Somewhere.
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
what? Have you forgotten the Black Death? A great many people died needlessly.
Are you questioning God's plan?
Goblet,
the Black
goblet.
Death had nothing to do with the bath, unless the Lord
That
wishes
looked like
to
an
punish
actual,
the wickedness
a silver
going on
cup.
in there.
Keeping the city
Silver
clean is
cup.
important, but we don't have money to
Goblet?
spend. Arguing about who is going to wash where and how
A stolen cup?
is a waste of
Nice.
time.
It's only
Whose
a waste
silver
of
might
time
this be?
because we're always arguing
I don't
about
know.
the same thing.
Not
It
at
looked
all.
cool.
If you'd finally admit that
think
it's
this
a
is supposed
trifle,
to be
we
a
wouldn't
good
have
time
to keep
for me
coming
to-
back to it.
A trifle.
Yeah.
Do you ever
Hello,
walk
sir.
So, did you find it?
Here it is.
I did, Master Bailiff.
I don't need money.
Here it is.
Not so loud.
I
Show
don't know
it
what I'm
here.
supposed to do there.
That's it. And now go back to your job.
Why not? In Jerome Nas's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way.
That's Adam.
At least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we
Hey,
know,
waiter, pour me some
Gonslin
monastery
absolutely
wine.
hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage.
Monastery
Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Thank you.
Well,
I need constant
not sure
replan.
what you're implying.
Constantly
I'm
doing
speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Who? Here you go.
Just a small misunderstanding.
Rutard
Sorted
incident.
it out and
Well,
everything's
thank
settled.
the Lord.
My ears must be deceiving me.
Do,
Are you defending
Nothing
Rutard?
here to worry about.
Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
And
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
What?
I don't like Rutard.
Which one?
In
White
this case, it
Tokai.
really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it.
Take the thing and
I heard
run
there were
like
several
the
dead.
wind.
Did you?
Man, this wine
That's
cup is
grossly
very, very
exaggerated.
infinite wine.
I don't
Sir?
think Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's
What
true.
can you do?
Because
I
if we
am very
don't do
good at
something
waitering.
about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he
Hey,
puts
waiter,
an end to us
pour me some
first.
Tokai.
God knows what he
I
wants to
apologise,
tell
sir.
us.
If nothing
Which wine?
happened, there's
White
no point in
Tokai.
dwelling on it. Let's
Alrighty.
move on.
I'm sorry, Andreas, but I wouldn't brush
White
it off so
Tokai.
quickly.
Don't
Why do I
want
have
you
the
to-
feeling you're not telling us the whole truth,
sir.
Ulrich?
Don't want you to be wrong here. I had you constantly told.
Well,
Those are
thank the Lord.
strong words, my friend. Nobody said anything like that, did they?
Then why doesn't he tell us what really happened?
I'm not keeping anything from you, but there's little truth to the rumors circulating around the town.
Circulate out of town.
Rutard and I had a little disagreement.
Yeah,
but
all
we
right.
ended it quickly because his daughter wanted to get involved. I didn't want to expose the girl to any unpleasant sights.
So Rutard is hiding behind his own daughter's skirts.
As if it wasn't enough that he sent his son to die defending the city.
All right.
Why, son
If you
did I?
really don't have anything new to say, let's turn the page.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels.
Yes!
It's not only barbaric, but also illegal.
Tradition
If
of
we
duel
tolerate
is good
this,
and
the rabble
fair.
in the city will go wild and do whatever they want.
Which is
I
good.
suspect the gentleman from the city's sword fighting school brought this custom to us.
That's
it's
me.
now run by the German
Waiter,
Menhard.
get me
Who knows
white.
who that fellow is?
Don't be
Do.
ridiculous for so
I think this is where the
You act like you've
game.
never been in a fight
There you
yourself.
go.
And to accuse a swordsmaster.
Oh, I think I got it
without a
wrong.
shred of
Don't
proof.
hang around me.
We're not
Vanish.
some
You
old
hear me?
fishwives in the marketplace.
So you will just leave it be?
Proven offences are punished by the bailiff.
Boy,
And that's
come
that.
here for a moment.
There are more pressing
hello?
matters to deal with.
More pressing than the
Everything
open
all right?
contempt
Everything
of the
in order?
whole town
Not
garrison.
quite.
The guards
But I think
are
you might be
apparently
able to
settling
help me.
accounts there-
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while,
I will go get them.
All right. I'll get them.
I knew I could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
Why?
Because I'm bored, and because I told you. Get on with it.
Sure. All right. Yeah, that sounds easy enough.
We'll
10.
never get anywhere like this.
All right. I think that's the. Anything cool? Love?
That was easy enough. And he wanted me to count the winged figures.
So no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. $11? Alright, I'm willing to burn. No! 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 Alright. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, I'm out of. Wait, I'm out of thing. 10? 10?
So, let's see.
Yeah, the glove.
Found your gloves, sir.
Really? Let's see them. And did you count those winged figures?
10? 16?
I counted 16, sir.
And did you count all the monsters and animals?
Oh, I thought you meant only the angels.
Go back to serving wine, blockhead.
There's the eternal dispute over the cathedral.
I mean,
the building of the church is dragging
I don't
on,
know, is
and
that
in the
supposed to mean
meantime,
something?
They are calling
I don't
diocesan
care, really.
pilgrimages to settlers.
It won.
Right under our
Opportunity
noses.
go, opportunity won.
Just
What
the
can you
village
do?
with the monastery.
And you don't have
They are
something
going to
like.
mock a royal mining city. Why can't we build faster?
I'm not gonna reload the entire section again for this.
Night shifts.
Haven't you noticed there's
Alright.
a war going
What
on?
you wish, Mercy, sir?
Are the experts
I
from
apologise,
Bar
sir.
supposed to work in the
Which
city
wine?
to see-
Tokai!
Besides,
The white.
I get
No.
the feeling there's something other than the welfare
Yeah,
of the
the
city
this
behind your
section is
complaints.
not interesting
you
enough for
do.
me to
Do you?
go and reload the
And
entire
what would that be?
section.
Good, sir.
Like, for
No,
instance,
I don't care.
you'd like to have your own altar
Well,
there.
I have no
what if
clue
I
where the Henry get the
gentlemen.
36.
That space in the side nave is mine.
Then hell freezes over, my friend.
Yep.
Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me?
Hey, boy.
Ah!
A full
I
cup
think
of monastery wine.
Excuse me.
Monastery
You
one.
wanted to buy yourself
Monastery
an
red
altar
to
in the
cow white.
cathedral. Just like you bought yourself a seat in this
who?
council.
How dare you? I acquired my
Paul?
seat for the services our guild provided
Yep.
and
There
still
we go.
provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all
Alright.
they have.
I want to activate
They
all
would
the
be
quests in
defeated
the
by that
city
bunch
then.
of ne'er-do-wells from the
I don't care
alehouse
about
or
how
Brink.
this
What
timer.
ne'er-do-wells?
I get the
Those
either get the
treasures
off,
of
I'd like some
theirs,
white.
of course.
I either
People
get
from
the
the whole
reward or I
town to
don't.
watch them brawl.
There's no try.
This is news to me.
Hello?
Because it has all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Which one?
Ah, yes,
Are you
I
deaf
had
or something?
forgotten.
Wine!
What do we have
White.
to discuss next?
Oh, there we go. I somehow did not know him.
Thank you, waiter.
Yeah, I think this council is supposed to be where the rumor of your completed mission gone. Meh. Neat. By the way, there's only one way the mission would go, by the way. You need to remember that.
I'm telling you, something is being planned.
Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Oh, Sigismund. Boy. Run. Run, Henry. Sigismund. He look cool. The ball man. Now why did the let's see, what is it? From Burgov not here? Is anyone guess really? Hey, even what's it? The Turkish? white. Oh, sure. Go, Henry, go. I'll be fine, Henry. Go. Hey, thank you, man. Hey, thank you, man. He's a bro. He don't want He don't want the serving boy to be get the chopping block because he don't know how to act in front of the king. Henry, steady. Don't spill the drink. Come on now.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Aw. He understands the common man. Or maybe that's a good tactic. I don't know.
Like this plan of files!
Hey! Finally! Someone who understood my greatness. Oh, Rabosh Fortress. Ah, Rabosh is gonna be killed. Yeah, that's a little thing how we call. Oh, Rabosh? Oh. Hello. How? Oh, this is when the castle's gonna be attacked, huh? Oh, Henry's gonna go behind enemy line and try to break through the army. Well, what can't... That's what we call... the balls of Henry. Or maybe not.
Come now,
Or maybe
father.
not.
Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know
maybe
what?
it strengthened
Let's
it.
drop the subject.
Maybe. Who knows?
Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life.
Me too.
It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here.
Ow.
It's like the start of some joke.
Thank goodness that is not a wood splinter.
Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try. Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malachov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
Ow.
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
I'm gonna really try to limit myself to speaking when they is speaking dialogue, because I want to really more enjoy the dialogue. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to do it. Only the main story, by the way. The side story, I think I'm gonna try to If it's boring, I'm just gonna skip it. Hello, Rabbi.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Rabbi. Alright. The rabbi, from what we understand, and from what I pieced together, let's see. The mosque? Wait, not the no, that's Muslim. The Zakharukong is gonna be attacked by the city in short time.
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here than gaining a few groschen. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzik Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. But we did not get off to a very good start.
Oh, to is still human.
Henry's done a few things I'd like to give him a slap or two for. But like they say, to err is human.
If me
For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Hey,
maybe he was
brother.
my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry and raised him as his own, on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzik Kobila, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Good health.
Good health.
L'chaim.
I feel, you know what? The more I play this game and the more I watch YouTube video, I realize the dialogue in this game is, for some reason, they force out the word. They draw it out like so. No. Or maybe because of me. My brain have low speed and it's causing problem. A lot of Conrad